On April 18th of this year, MARTA is completely redesigning their bus network, with reworked schedules, routing, and more. However, that does mean some routes are getting cut. So in this mini-series, we will be taking a look at some of the quirky routes that will soon be discontinued. In this episode, we will be taking a look at Route 40, which runs right in the heart of Atlanta. So why is nobody using it? Route 40 starts at Art Center Station in the north and runs down Peachtree Street for most of its route. For a while, this section was planned to be a streetcar, but when that fell through, they built the current abysmally slow line to the east. Near 5 Points, it switches to Forsyth Street to serve the MARTA rail station. But this is temporary, as the Peachtree Street entrance at 5 Points is closed for construction at the moment. After 5 Points, the bus makes its way back onto Peachtree Street. At Memorial Drive, it heads on the Whitehall Street before deviating into the neighborhood of Mechanicsville. After Mechanicsville, it reaches its southern terminus at West End Station. Oh, we're at 5 Points. Who knows what's up with that? There's a rapid A-line platform. I wonder if when that opens, if the normal buses, like the normal city buses that stop, like interchange with the rapid A-line, will use the same platforms, or if they'll use separate bus stops. I feel like using the same platforms would make sense, but who knows? So now it's the little deviation into Mechanicsville before going to West End Station. There's still only one other person on this bus besides me. So yeah, now we're actually serving a corridor that doesn't have any other transit. Well, there's other bus routes here, but the corridor has no rail transit. But yeah, but like this section, sure the route's getting cut, but like this section of the route that isn't paralleled by the MARTA train is getting like supplemented by another route. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter, because like on the sections of this route that aren't getting like another route to serve it, it's just easier and quicker to take the red or gold lines. So, yeah, I see why this is getting cut. There's like nobody on here, and it's rush hour. Now, some of you may already see the 40's main flaw here. The bus parallels the MARTA red and gold line trunk through downtown. While buses running along train lines can be useful to serve the places in between stops, this is in the densest part of Atlanta, with the closest stop spacing. You can reasonably walk from one station to another in 10 minutes. Trust me, I've tried. Most of the time, it's way more convenient to take the faster and more frequent red and gold lines than the 40. The only place this route serves that isn't served by the train is Mechanicsville, which already has many bus routes serving it that get a lot more ridership than the 40. And in my opinion, the buses used on the 40 would be better off being used to increase frequency on those higher ridership buses, which appears to be what MARTA is doing. Alright, so that was the mostly useless Route 40. And of course I went to the fare gates that are close to destruction. While it's always a bit sad to see a route disappear from the map, Route 40 is a textbook case of redundancy. In a city where transit resources are spread thin, keeping a bus that mirrors a subway line just doesn't make sense. By cutting the 40, MARTA can finally reallocate those drivers and buses to the neighborhoods that are actually starving for more frequent service. It's the end of an era for Peachtree Street's most redundant ride, but hopefully it's the start of a more efficient network for everyone else. Next episode, we will dive into some of Marta's peak time only routes that share a particular quirk. Thanks for watching.